what's up guys, Everything Ninja back here with another video, and today I will be reviewing the 4th episode of qualifying from American Ninja Warrior Season 13. So let's get right into it. Okay, so in previous episodes, I've put I've said which area the ninjas were from, but I literally couldn't tell for this episode because they were from all over, I'm pretty sure at least one ninja from every single different city area that you see on American Ninja Warrior was in this episode. It was, yeah, so basically all over, the ninjas were from all over. So anyway, the course was, for the first obstacle was the shrinking steps, and then the second obstacle was this new thing, which is basically the double dipper, but it was called the double down, where you get on this first bar and you tilt this thing up that had the bar in it, and you'd slide it down and lachey to this other bar and do the same thing, tilt it up and then and then slide it down the same track and then dismount. So basically the same as the double dipper, except the bar can't come off the track and you have to tilt the track yourself and short a gap. And then we had the third obstacle, which was a split decision between two of the most ruthless balance obstacles in the entirety of the show. So we had the log runner or block run, which have both taken out ninja stars. The log runner took Casey Catanzaro and Lance Pekus, and the block run has taken out Isaac Caldiero and Jody Avila. And then we had and then for the fourth obstacle, we had the return of the air surfer. And then for the fifth obstacle, we had the return of the pretzel twist. So the same course, but with a different with a different split decision and with a different second obstacle. And then we have the warp balls, obviously. So our first runner was a 6'5" NASCAR driver named Steven Edwards, who made it to the log runner and then had a pretty hard fall. I don't remember, but yeah, nothing much to say about that. Just always want to mention the first one. And then we had Addie Herman, which she's a good friend of mine. She's just an amazing person, an amazing ninja overall. And I was kind of disappointed to see her running so early because I really thought she was going to complete the course. But usually if it's the second runner, that's not really what American Ninja Warrior, when they like to put finishers. I'll just say that. But oh my gosh, she went so fast. It was almost like she had done every single one of those obstacles. I mean, she just went so fast. She immediately dismounted from the double down. It was just so fast, fluid through the entire course, and just so perfect. And then when she got in the pretzel twist, she locked in the first one, and then she was reaching the second one, she missed it, and then she fell backwards, and then her hand slipped off the first one, and unfortunately she was out. But the good thing is that she is moving on to the semifinals. And in a good placing probably as well because she went so fast. And then I wanted to mention this because it was pretty funny. We had Melissa St. Ville, who was a professional boxer. Was or is, I don't remember. But American Ninja Warrior did this thing where it was boxers, the female boxers always fail the first obstacle when they come on American Ninja Warrior. Can Melissa break that streak? Fails the shrinking step, slips off the rope. That was sad. Anyway, then we had Jay Lewis, who was on American Ninja Warrior Jr., and he did very well, made it to the semifinals, and he completed the course. First finisher, he was 17 years old, and I don't remember anything specific about his run, he just completed the course. He looked good. He went for the mega wall. I think he got to 16 or 17 feet. And we had the return of Nate Hansen, who last season completed the qualifying course. And he was talking about how he wants to inspire others because there's this one 11-year-old, I believe, who has growth hormone deficiency just like he does, and he has been connecting with him and inspiring him to do good with his life. And that was a cool story. I always love seeing those good stories and the good stories to complete the course because he did also end up finishing the course for the second year in a row, which is awesome. We'll see him back here in the semifinals, and hopefully he can avenge that fall on Burn Rubber last year. And then we had in fast forward Adam Rail and Sean Bryan in the exact same fast forward. Never mind. I'll tell you my opinions later on. But anyway, Adam Rail missed the mega wall actually, which was surprising because in season 10 he made it look super easy, but he missed it, but he still completed the course. And then Sean Bryan had a hard impact on the dismount of pretzel twist. Oh, by the way, I meant to mention this about the pretzel twist. The dismount was way harder. It stopped right when it got vertical with the trussing. It swung and then just stopped. So you had to really launch yourself. Whereas last time it just swung the whole way. So I don't know why they modified that, but Who knows? So he had a hard impact, but he ended up finishing. So yeah, and then we had the 4-run string of Andrew East, who was the husband of Shawn Johnson, an Olympic gold medalist, and he made it to the air surfer. And Abby Clark, who agility trains her dog Ace. It's a super cute story. Love seeing those. And she made it to the pretzel twist, and I thought she was gonna complete the course. I really did, because she was looking so good. And then on the second pretzel, she's just like trying to get her hand placements. She's trying to reach over, and then she just slips off. So unfortunate to see, just like one after another women fail the 5th obstacle and not be able to complete it. It's just so frustrating, considering that they've been doing really well of making it into the top 30. So the fact that they can't complete the 5th obstacle is just really disappointing. And then Caden Maudslin ran, who on American Ninja Warrior Jr. I remember he had the story about he was a nerd and played Dungeons and Dragons, but nobody expects that he's really good at athletics as well. I did pretty well on American Ninja Warrior Jr., so I expected he was going to do well on the American Ninja Warrior course, and he did. And then the story this time was about how he used to not have a good relationship with his dad, but then his dad decided to build him a ninja course, and it's really helped them bond, which, again, just a lot of amazing stories in this episode. I really like how American Ninja Warrior kind of picked it up. Not like, they always have the sappy stories, but this one was like sappy, but stuff that you actually want to see instead of just random stories that you don't really want to see. And he made it to the Mega Wall, and he got so close. His hand was like here, like this is the top of the lip, and his hand was like right there. It was so close, and it was so unfortunate to see him slip down, but he ended up completing the course. And another teen finisher. Man, these teens are just showing up. But then Ethan Swanson, I just wrote he completed the course. He had literally nothing special about his run. Alright, so Ethan Swanson completed the course. No doubt about that. And then we had 3 interesting fast forwards. Matt Bradley, who, if you know from Instagram, he is just a grip god. Like, he's just on cliffhangers. He just does insane cliffhanger moves. He's very good at grip obstacles and stuff like that, and he completed the course. And then we had Austin Gray failed the pretzel twist, which is rather surprising, but obviously going to the pretzel twist pretty much guarantees you a spot in the semifinals, which was not the case for our next fast forward, Alyssa Beard, her first time, I believe, ever getting fast forwarded, except maybe she got fast forwarded in the Philadelphia qualifier. I think maybe she did, but ever since she actually became a ninja star, she's never gotten fast forwarded except for tonight, and she made it to the pretzel twist. But her time was not fast enough, so she was on the bubble in 5th place for the women. And then we had Megan Martin, and I'm like, oh, I was on the fence, because I'm like, on one hand, Megan Martin is probably going to complete the pretzel twist, but on the other hand, if she doesn't, she probably won't make it there fast enough, because she's not really known for being fast. She's just known for getting through the obstacles. But she took a lot of extra swings on everything. Apparently, she's going to be actually an analyst for rock climbing in the Olympics this year, which is really cool. But she still made it through the obstacle. She just was going very slow. And then she got to the pretzel twist, and then she was looking really good through the entire thing. And then on the last pretzel, she started getting tired, and I'm like, please, just please don't slip off. And she's swinging for the dismount, and she made it. Finally, a woman completed the 5th obstacle. Oh, and I forgot to mention she's the women's champion, but you already know that if you watched my women's championship review. But she completed the 5th obstacle, and she made it at the warp wall, and finally a woman this season completed the course after having so many women, even just veterans, outstanding rookies. None of them have been able to complete it until now. So it was really awesome to see Megan complete the course. And she knocked out Alyssa, which is very unfortunate. And Alyssa will not be going to the city finals for the first time since ever. Oh, whoa, that's the first time ever she's not made it past qualifying. I just realized that. Wow. That's shocking. And then final runner of the night, Jake Murray, fastest time. Who could doubt that? He just was super fluid throughout the entire course, not taking any extra swings, just going right for it, and he got the fastest time. Now, obviously, after I'll go through all the runs. I talked to you guys about some of the controversial stuff or anything that I really wanted to mention. And for this episode, the main thing I wanted to mention, which is probably going to be in the title, is can A&W stop fast forwarding good runs? Can they? We don't want to see like a boxer who fails the first obstacle. We don't want to see the husband of an Olympian who doesn't really do that well. We want to see people like who actually did well on the course. Who we've seen before, and then we want to see the runs. Like we want to see Sean Bryan and Adam Merrill. We want to see them because we've seen them before, and we want to see them run because they went through the course pretty fast. I'm so disappointed in American Ninja Warrior because usually they're pretty good about showing the runs of people who we actually care about, but this season is just so bad. They've been fast forwarding so many important runs, and it's just really getting on my nerves. But I really hope that's not going to be the case for the semifinals and Las Vegas, but if it is, I'm just going to be even more disappointed. Yeah. And then, another thing, this episode was way too stacked. There were, not, set aside just the women being so stacked, but just the entire episode being so stacked. And in the first and second episode, it really wasn't that stacked. It was kind of full of rookies, but this one was just full of ninja veterans, and it was especially since this episode wasn't really a specific reason, it was just people from all around, just mix it up a little, because this just made it so hard to, place and just get a good ranking or make it to the semifinals. But, yeah, just really annoying to see this being so stacked, whereas other episodes was kind of a gimme. In this episode, the top 5 women all made it to the 5th obstacle, whereas in the first episode, we had 2 women who failed at the 3rd obstacle, who made it to the semifinals. And anyway, also, this was actually the second time that 5 women were in the top 30 this season and overall, which is just insane. Again, proving we don't need the top 5 women, but it's still nice to have that just as some assurance. And then for the leaderboard, we had Jake Murray, who completed the course in 1 minute and 47 seconds. Sean Bryan, who completed the course in 1 minute 54 seconds. Ethan Swanson in 1 minute 56 seconds. Nate Hansen in 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Matt Bradley in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Caden Moslin in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Jay Lewis in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Jonah Munoz in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Tage Harrington in 3 minutes 11 seconds. Adam Merrill in 3 minutes 21. David Campbell in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Luke Dillon in 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And Megan Martin in 5 minutes and 56 seconds. And then we had a bunch of pretzel twist fails in the top 30. Austin Gray, Devin Alexander, Addie Herman, who got 3rd fastest out of anybody who failed pretzel twist, which is just insane. Mike Wright, Chad Flexington, Ben Udi, but they call him Chad Flexington all the time, even on the leaderboards, which is so annoying. Just like how they called Matisse Owadi Kid Owadi, and all the leaderboards is just really, really annoying. But then we, John Uga, Alex Bigali, Logan Craiglow, Abby Clark, Quinn Nguyen, Luciano Acuna Jr., who actually I don't think has competed since season 7, which is cool. Anthony Erdley, Paul Fisher, Casey Rothschild, Judas Licardello, Rachel DeGoots, and Brian Kretsch. So that is all the people who are making it to these semifinals for this episode. And I don't remember. I think I heard that they're skipping next week for the Stanley Cup Finals like they usually do. But I think that the last episode of qualifying will air on July 12th. So be on the lookout for that, where we'll have ninjas like Jesse Lebrec competing in that episode. So, here is my run of the day and shock of the day. And Megan Martin is the first ninja to be featured twice on the run of the day, but she definitely deserves it. It was so amazing to see a woman finally complete a qualifying course this season. And Megan wasn't going necessarily super fast, but that was okay because she ended up getting it all done. She really had to fight there on pretzel twist, but it was just so cool to see her finally get another qualifying buzzer after 4 straight years of failing the 5th obstacle. I mean, it's just an amazing comeback, and with everything, how she's going to be an Olympic announcer this year is just really a great year for her overall. Just like episode 2, there really weren't many shocking fails in this episode, but for my shock of the day, I did decide to go to Blake Firo because he's a very talented young ninja, and I really did not expect him to end the season so early, so yeah. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching today's episode, and that's going to do it. Make sure if you like this video to like it, and make sure to subscribe for more content of this entire season, and once the season's over, some more compilations. And what I want to know in the comments down below for this episode is, would you guys rather see really good stories but not exactly amazing runs, or not people with not really a story but people who had good runs? For me, it's definitely the latter. I much rather see the good runs, but I am interested to see what you guys' opinions on this was. So yeah, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!